Hello, natural born leader. So I'm making this video for every natural born leader who's looking to scale their online service business past 30, 50, 100, $500,000 a month, just leveraging setters and organic channels, okay, or organic methods. For those who don't know me, my name is Serge Gatari. I run clientacquisition.io. It's a company where we build and implement systems and teams within companies that offer, marketing services, consulting services, mainly focused on scaling other service-based businesses. Scale. Okay, we come in as a fractional team in your company, and we just ramp things back up like crazy. And in this video, though, I just want to show you guys how I would go about scaling to 10 to 30 appointments per week. With just $3 an hour setters and Serge Chat.ai, which is a CRM that we're now implementing for all our clients to be able to scale them. Now, just to show you guys that I'm not just a YouTuber, let me just show you my weekly expenses, because I can show you how much money I make, but I'd rather show you how much I spend. So these are, this is my finance team. This is just all the charges that go through my Amex. From February 6th to February 12th, I spent 100 grand. The following week I spent 32 grand. The following week I spent 30 grand. The following week I spent 38 grand. The following week I spent 88 grand. So yeah, to be honest, I'm poor. But anyway, so if you're looking to scale with setters, this especially virtual assistant setters, you need to understand that they are not they're not growth specialists. For those who don't know what growth specialists are people or skilled labor talent that can go and find your audience, convert that audience through conversation workflows, and not necessarily just pitch people straight to a call. They can actually conversate, find inefficiencies within a client's business. So as an example, I'll show you guys real quick what an outbound flow of a growth specialist looks like, so you can kind of like understand it more. So a growth specialist can go and find the audience. They can qualify the audience. They can decide if they're unqualified. They can send an initial message. They can leverage 2 steps. They can go ahead and build rapport, qualifying question. They can do the follow-up. They can find inefficiencies. They can share an insight and create curiosity, and then add a call to action, and then offer walkthrough sessions, send a link. But like when you're using setters, just virtual assistants, you cannot get them to do all that, right? I can also show you real quick kind of like another workflow that kind of like 2 different processes of what a growth team can do and what a what a growth team can do and what a VA team can do, right? So I'll quickly show you this workflow. Let me see where it's at. So as an example, this would be like an example of a messaging flow of a growth team. So you see, like, it's all complex. There's a bunch of different messages. There's different routes you can take. You do not want to give this to a VA, okay? Please do not do this. In this video, I want to show you how to use someone who doesn't have a lot of experience to scale your company, okay? This is how I would do it. The first things first, well, first you need a $3 an hour employee. Where do you find them? You can leverage onlinejobs.ph. So they have a jobs platform where employees from the Philippines will actually go ahead. You can make job boards, like you can make a job post and then they'll apply. Okay. Or you can leverage clientacquisition.io staffing service, which is we actually come into companies and we already have a bunch of applications. So as you guys can see here, we have a lot. Okay. Why? Because we have a group of 17,000 setters, VAs that we train every day and that we place in companies. There is these assessment calls that we're doing with them. There is graduated VAs that are ready to be placed, that have been placed. We place around 50 or 100 employees in companies and agencies and consulting companies, so they can delegate the tedious job from the founder doing it or from someone else doing it. They delegate it to the setters. Okay, that's 2 paths. Either use onlinejobs.ph, or if you have capital and you want to avoid all the training, giving them stuff, training them on stuff that you don't necessarily know how to do, then come and leverage our expertise. Now, the next thing is you need an audience. You need to be good at leveraging someone else's audience. You need to be able to guide them in finding your ideal prospects in a specific. You need people to be in one single spot and a lot of them, right? What I mean by that is you need to leverage audiences. As an example, if I was an e-commerce agency, I would go in a group like this one, e-commerce brand academy, and I would find a post like this one, right? And I would just do outreach here. So this guy launched a supplement brand in November, but it's been a rough start. Google ads and YouTube ads, no sales. Facebook ads, some sales, but return on ad spend is below 1, right? This is an ideal person who's struggling, right? He's a brand owner, but what's even more beautiful is you can leverage everybody who's engaging. You can go to other posts, maybe find some other posts that have gotten a lot more engagements. Or what you could do is simply go in the members area and start looking at people within the group, okay? Sorry, I had to sneeze. But what you do is you go in this members area and then you literally start looking at, so as you guys see, I'm using Search Chat, by the way. So it's scrolling for me so I don't have to scroll. And then I can stop scrolling and I can easily import all these leads on the CRM. But then again, we'll get to that later. But I want to show you guys how to find audiences on Twitter. So let's say I'm targeting UGC creators. I'm trying to help them, maybe sell them a consulting offer or leverage them for fulfilling UGCs for the brands that I'm working with. Well, I would find a UGC creator who has got some engagement on her post, and guess what? I would look at all the profiles. So UGC creator, Sonia, Emily, Sarah, Sabrina, Kaylee, all these are UGC creators. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't find UGC creators. Well, you're not doing the job. Okay, you're not doing any work. I just literally found a list of UGC creators. I can automatically import all these leads, but I'll show you guys how to do it later. So this is a way of finding leads. I found this list of leads in 2 minutes of searching UGC on Twitter, right? Now, let's say I'm someone who has an offer around training setters. So what I would do is I would find someone who's already selling setters, who's maybe offering a lesser quality service, a lesser quality training, like Richard Yu. I hope he's not watching this, but I don't know what his training looks like, but I would leverage some his audience, right? And I would find people who have already engaged. Andrew said IG, or actually a better post should be this one that I already found. So you see all these people are commenting scale. What you do is, let the tool come here and, scroll, upload all these leads to the CRM before you start outreach. Okay. So that's the thing I want to teach you guys. Start leveraging other people's audiences. Don't try to go spam people who haven't shown interest. Okay. So I just showed you how to leverage Facebook groups, Twitter, and an Instagram post. Once you know how to find audiences, you can also go in people's who like the post, or even on LinkedIn. Once you have shown them these audiences, so if you have a VA, you're going to give them the Facebook group. You're going to give them the Twitter post. You're going to give them the Instagram post to leverage, right? Once they have the audience, then the next thing you need to do is become great at creating sales assets. And by that, I mean an educational, a value video that is meant to convert. As soon as the VA is going to pitch the message, she's going to offer something. That something is a value VSL. That value VSL is supposed to educate, create authority for you, and offer a sales call to the person who requested it. Okay? This is something you need to be good at. Now, I'm not going to showcase this because this is stuff that our clients pay for in the program, but we have like a structure on how to, we have an 8-step process around structuring a VSL. And then Haisam, who's head of success in the program, actually created this. He's seen, when I say 500 to 1,000 Loom videos that we've sent to prospects, he has seen them himself, right? So we help clients craft these evergreen VSL or personalized. Once you have this in place, then you're good to go. Hey, real quick, before you finish watching this video, just wanted to let you know that I have something pretty special for you. If you're currently struggling with your offer, maybe you're facing resistance within your sales calls, or you're struggling to book enough sales calls on your calendar to be able to scale past 50K to 100K a month profit, or maybe you're not really a great closer, or you're struggling to scale your fulfillment, and that's the reason why you can't scale. I'll leave a training down below where I actually broke down everything we did to help 5 agencies add an extra combined 300K a month in monthly recurring revenue in just 90 days. Okay, I broke everything down, and this is probably one of the best trainings that I've ever released. If you want to check it out, click the link below and get it. Again, I'll let you enjoy your video. Bye. So now you have someone to send the DMs, 100, 200, 300 DMs for you every day. You have the audience where they will find the people to send DMs to, and then you have the sales asset. So because guess what? The VA cannot conversate and convert people. So what we want is we want to get them to do just the thing that they're good at, and then we want to use our expertise to frame it into a VSL, an evergreen. It's like we're coding our intelligence and our sales process and our pitch into a video that the VA can just go ahead and just propagate online. Okay. Now, this is where things get really, really important. Even if you have this, even if you have this, even if you have this, you're not going to necessarily start booking 10 to 30 appointments a week, right? What you need is a systematic way of following up. And that's where Serge Chat.ai comes in handy. What this tool does is it essentially helps you create and bring all the conversation, all the efforts around outreach that you're leveraging on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. You can come and add all these leads in one single place. Okay. Now, this is mainly for a growth specialist. So as you guys can see, this is different. But I'll show you guys what, let's say for e-commerce agency pipeline, this is what the VA would be doing. Okay. They would be coming here. I'll show you guys an example right now. Okay. So this is still scrolling, by the way. So I'll go back to the post and show you exactly how this would work. So I'll find the post here. I'll find people. I'm not necessarily going to qualify them. I'm just, because this is just an example. Ecom Facebook group. Maybe just add the name of the group. Maybe add the value of each client. Let's say 5K. And then what you want to do is you want to ecom evergreen, ecom agency evergreen. So what you want to do is you want to start importing the leads. Add only new leads. You can set a color you want and then start importing. Boom, 5 leads have been added. Now, if I go back here and I refresh it, the leads are here. You need to add the leads before. So this is what the VA workflow will look like. Now, she will do this on here. She'll do this on Twitter. I can show you guys the same thing on Twitter. So I can just do UGC, Twitter. Same thing, 5K. And then I'll do ecom evergreen. I'll do the same thing, guys. This is the beautiful thing about this process. And I'll show you guys why this tool is really important. You do this. You do this before you do any outreach, guys. Don't DM people first. Track and add them to the CRM. Okay? I'll refresh this. And now we have Twitter leads. So now you can go do this on all the platforms. Now, let's say we give the metric for the VA to do outreach, 50 new outreaches per day. Okay, cool. Now I have 32 leads. Now I'm missing 18 leads. Okay. If on IG I also have an audience of e-com brand owners, or it's on LinkedIn, I would go there and finish my pipeline. The next thing that I want to do is I want to go one by one. I want to click on here. I want to go on this profile. So now I can't really message him, but I'll try to use Facebook. So I'll go here to Brian Fuentes. Okay. I'll go here. And then when I get on his profile, all I have to do is just paste the message. Right? Hey, Brian, I noticed you hit a fan base of X number. I messaged you. I specialize in helping brands. Blah, 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 blah. So you see, the message is already embedded in the actual thing. Right? Now, I don't want, don't take this, I don't want to go into the messaging right now, but the workflow is they import the leads. Once they've messaged them, they move the lead to, hey, pitch message sent. Okay. once the pitch message sent have been done, then the VA will have a few things. Okay, so the beautiful thing is every single pipeline comes with pre-written messages, right? There are multiple variations. And the beautiful thing is you can have that, you can come here and be like, hey, once a lead has been added to this stage, after 2 days, please remind me so I can follow up with each lead. So once this happens, you click here, boom. And then that means that if I was to go back here, and it's been 2 days, this card is actually going to be pink, okay? And then overdue or today is going to, pop up. Let's say like I come start doing this on Friday. This will be lit as something that I need to act upon. And then all I need to do is decide, hey, has this person messaged me, replied? If they have, and they said yes to the pitch, let's say they said yes to receiving the value video, then you move them here. And then when you go back on Facebook, look at this. This is what I want to show you guys. When I go back to here and I paste the message, hey, sent the video to the provided email and thought of sending it here if it's easier to reach. You're going to like it. You add the link here, okay? So the messages are already pre-embedded when you click on the logo, right? Once I send the asset, I move them here. Again, same thing. You can set up in a way that after 3 days or 2 days of, I would suggest 24 to 48 hours, that you come here and then this card gets lit up when it's time to follow up. And then when you've sent the sales asset, if you click here again, the pre-embedded message is going to be a follow-up, right? Checking in. How did you find the video, Brian? Right? So there are every single stage of the pipeline comes with a message that's already pre-embedded, right? That was already like kind of attached. And then the beautiful thing though, the reason why I wanted to show you guys the VA process is because you got to simplify the actual process for the VA to do outreach, okay? And this is how it looks like. You get on SergeChat.ai, you get the VA to learn how to import leads, you get to add the pitch message, so you craft it. If you use Serge Chat, and you're going to get the pipeline of ecom, so the message will be pre-written for you. And then all you need to do is just send them pitch. If the person responds, then cool. They're going to respond with request of the asset. Then you just move them to the card, to the stage of sales asset sent once it's sent, right? But if they don't, then you just follow up 1, 2, 3, okay? Have 3 follow-ups. It needs to be systematic. Now, the issue with most people is when they're doing outreach, they get lost in the sauce. There's so many DMs going on that they don't even know who to follow up with and who to not follow up with. This tool solves that issue, right? So I can show you guys a different example. When my GS is doing outreach, what they focus on is not like the qualified leads or non-qualified leads or initial message. No, when they wake up every day, it's like, hey, who did I offer a walkthrough session? No, they actually start with this. Who did I send a calendar to? So Anthony has 6 people that he needs to send a calendar. He sent a calendar to. These are the people that he needs to wake up running after. Then once he's done that, he clears that. Then the next thing is he goes on offer a walkthrough session to Arya and Edward. Once he's done that, then he goes into the next stage, which is he has 26 leads who need to be educated on how they can solve their current problems before they actually add a call to action for a call. Once he's cleared this row, then he goes back to importing new leads in the pipeline and then doing the same thing, push people towards the next steps. But in this case, we just want the VA to focus on ease of, the VA cannot go and use the other workflow. So we want them to just pitch a message, track everyone here, and so it's just easier for them, right? They only just have to move the card, send a message, move the card, send a message, move the card, send a message. And you as a founder can come in here and look at the stats of each pipeline, right? Without having to use a bunch of outreach and a bunch of sheets. You can come here and look at, okay, there's 275 important leads. I know that on Friday, Anthony added 170 leads, which is good. Now, my issue is, why hasn't he added new leads here in the last 4 days? But you can kind of like see here how many people he unqualified in a day. You can see how many people he sent an initial message in this day. So you can kind of like track the actual outreach from the actual GS or the V8 that you have in place, and not have to do it on a foundational sheet. Because you know that, hey, if no new leads have been added, if no new message have been sent, what did you do on 19th of April? No work has been done, right? So this is what this tool allows you to do. And you can kind of like see the whole process here and the different stages of the pipeline. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Again, if you need help with scaling your current offer, maybe you want us to actually come in and craft all these the workflows, and the messaging gives you setter, not just setter, actual setters. We can place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 appointment setters in 5 days in your company. You work with us, we're probably the fastest shipping setter company ever. Because we've just designed the operation so good that when a client signs up, speed is everything. Speed is everything. So that's that. And then we'll also help you find your audiences to target. We'll help you craft your VSLs. We'll help you integrate Serge chat in your workflow, in your team. And you can have multiple people. So as you guys saw, I have multiple teams using the CRM myself. We have Chanel, Ronan, Safe, Zoma, and everyone. So yeah, let me know if this video helped out. It was I wanted to keep it really simple, show you guys what you need: the setter, the audience process, the sales asset, and a CRM to track all your work. Let me know if this was helpful, and let's get to work. You can join the Facebook group if you want access to more training. I'll leave a link below. Love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Let's kill it. Hey, so just wanted to take a moment to thank you for having watched this video, and to remind you of something really, really important. And that is the fact that you deserve more, you deserve better, and most importantly, you owe it to yourself to be great, okay? I want you to always remember that. Always, always, and never forget it, because it is a thing that has changed my life when I realized, or when I actually just made the decision that I deserved to be great, and it was my duty to become great. Because not only did my life become better, but everyone's life in my life became better. So find this helpful and keep coming back for more bangers, because I won't stop dropping them. Bye-bye.